so we're going in the wrong, this is the old Tim Hortons. Even on the map, I think it might be incorrect a little bit. We should be turning here instead, so let's try. There we go. Should go after this red vehicle. Follow the signs for the drive-thru. No! That's alright. It's trying to take us back to the other Tim Hortons, so I'll have to edit the trip once we get through. All right, I won't make you sit through the boring drive-thru line. I just wanted to keep this in here so you can see that I'm currently doing manually driving through the drive-thru. I could probably put FSD on, but I decided to just kind of chill with the car and do it myself. Guys, I just want to show you a day in the life with FSD and how it normally handles and what I got to do. Like right now, I'm in control of the vehicle because there's no reason to really have FSD on. It could be on, but usually don't use it for a drive-through. But we're gonna get our coffee, we're gonna head over to Walmart, and then go to Lowe's and see how FSD does and how much I actually drive or versus how much FSD drives. So stay tuned if you want to see that.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hello, I got a mobile order for Nick.
You can pull out.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Quick note for those not familiar with FSD, when the steering wheel turns blue, this means FSD is engaged, and when it's gray, that means I am in full control of the vehicle. And when it's not present, FSD is unavailable.
Yeah, so a lot of the time I get the question, how much do I actually use it, and what percentage of my driving is using FSD. So today I want to show you guys how much we actually use it. And I think it's quite a bit. I think it's probably close to 98%.
Hi,
Hello.
965? Oh, do you have a mobile?
Yeah, I think, okay. Thank you.
Right out.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna engage FSD here. Get us going. We are on track to get to Walmart. Stopping at the stop sign. Good to move on through here. A little hesitant, but that's alright. We gotta get in the left lane here. We got our blinker on to go to the left lane. Maybe the left turn here. We got traffic on both sides. Left side is clearing up. We move up a little bit. We've got quite a bit on the right. Now we have a really good viewing angle. Glad that we moved up like this. We got cars coming in. We're not in anyone's way. There's plenty of room for people to come in. Tons of people coming in. Guess we just beat the rush. Wow, people on the left coming in as well. And then we got one more on the left and then one on the right, and we should be good to go. And she starts moving up. Nice. Oh, that's perfect. Going over the line a little bit. That's okay. And we're off to Walmart. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. I got a iced peppermint mocha ice cap. So, we'll see how that is. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't really taste the peppermint, which I was hoping for, but that's all right. I'm gonna eat my food. I got a breakfast sandwich in here and a hash brown. I'll let you guys know if anything interesting happens, but this is what I like to, this is really nice to have FSD because I don't have to have my hands on the wheel. I have two hands to work around with what I got to do to eat, but I can take over any second, obviously. But it makes it really nice to be able to eat in your car without having to, you still got to pay attention, but not having to hold the wheel. So I'll eat this and then I'll see you guys in a bit, or if anything interesting happens.
So I had a mouthful of food here, but sadly we did have to disengage. Now I'll give it back to past Nick.
So I didn't need to take over there because we're going way too fast. FSD still has a problem with that, but that's okay. Just take over, slow it down, re-engage. Okay, coming up to our first roundabout here. No problem whatsoever. Did you put the blinker on?
After further review, we in fact definitely should have stopped there. The guy did have a foot in the crosswalk already, but I'll give it back to past Nick to give him his thoughts.
I would have just kept going because he wasn't near us, but the car likes to usually play it safe, and that time the car half played it safe, which was the worst thing to do, I guess, but because we were already past the crosswalk. I think that's why the car decided it had to just keep going. I honestly didn't even see him until the car started slowing down. Oh, and we're not going. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did not have to hit the accelerator, but thought I was going to. I don't know. Maybe it was waiting to see if the person with the stroller was going to cross the crosswalk. We got our turn up here. We do have a sign in the middle of the road. Oncoming traffic. We have time to move through here. Nice and smooth. Well done. Going 14 miles per hour, so I'm just going to hit the accelerator. I don't really like to wait there. Give her a little boost.
Turn the page. We'll live in endless summer. Elevate. Wide awake. We'll live in endless summer. Run away. Turn the page. We'll live in endless summer. Elevate. Wide awake. We'll live in endless summer.
Okay, so I'm hitting the accelerator there because we were perfectly fine and I didn't want to wait. Would have been fine waiting, but I just didn't want to wait that light for no reason. So I pushed the accelerator to move us through. The car wasn't really too sure what to do there. I'm going to take over and get around that too because I wasn't too sure if that was metal. I think it was just cardboard or something, but that's what we do when we're normally driving is take over when we want to take over. So I will be taking over shortly here too, but I usually let it get me closer to where I want to park, and I usually, when I find a lane that I like, which I want this one, I will take over. FSD isn't perfect in parking lots yet. It's definitely improved quite a bit, especially from version 11, but there's still quite a bit of work to do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pull into Walmart, and I'm gonna go get what I need to get from the store, and then I'll join you guys back here, and we will take another drive to Lowe's. So stay tuned for that. After I sip some coffee.
Okay, so here's a helpful tip. If you have a long line and you want to save a little bit of time, just scan your items while you're in the Walmart app, and then you can pay and everything check out right from the app. right, back to your normal scheduled FSD videos.
All right, we are off to Lowe's now. I am gonna get us out of this parking spot because that is what I do. FSD is usually not too great when it's tight like that, but I will be engaging it right here as I normally do. So we're on our way to Lowe's. The car is gonna do a weird way to get there through this parking lot because normally people would just cut across the stalls here, but FSD wants to do it properly. But it's just a 6-minute drive. There are some interesting lights usually that we do see around here, so we'll see how FSD handles those. But I probably won't be thinking, oh, we're going in the middle of the stalls here. It's funny that I just said that because FSD has never done that before. And now it's doing that. What the? I have a friend behind me, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, dude, see ya. All right, sorry for the interruption. Saw a friend, had to say hi, but we are off again. And just like how I would normally do it on a normal day, I will back up. Obviously, if the car can't actually back up, anyways. And then I think I'm gonna actually get her all set up right here. And then I think I'm gonna just make this turn just because it's easier. I'm gonna just do this. And then I'll engage here though. Stopping a little early, but that's all right. Moving forward, oh, we got a green light. So I'm gonna hit the accelerator here just because I wanna try and make this light. Not because the car's doing anything wrong. Yeah, you're fine. And we made it just like that. So, yep, that is how I drive. And we are now officially on our way to Lowe's. So we'll see how the drive handles. It's a pretty short drive, but like I said before, we should have a few interesting intersections. So we'll see. Also, I just don't like being in this lane, so I am going to force it to move over because FSD is tending to go a little slow, which I actually will hit the accelerator a little bit for as well. But this is how normal driving is. She's still doing most of the driving, but I do intervene. Now, I don't know why she's moving back over to the left. That's interesting. Oh, maybe because of our turn coming up, but I'm not sure.
During these bits where FSD is driving, I just want to go through a few of the comments from the previous video and address some of the questions and concerns, starting with what stand are you using to record and what are you using to record. So I am using a suction cup stand from Amazon, link down below, and I am also using my iPhone 15 Pro Max.
All right, so here we are approaching the intersection where FSD might have to make an unprotected left into the lot with high-speed traffic, or it might get saved by a red light here because there's quite a bit of traffic approaching. So hopefully we stay. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna try to make it at some point because we're now in the middle of the intersection. Maybe it saw the gap before I did, but it looks like it's gonna go right here. Beautifully well done. Obviously better than I could have because I would have waited at the line. So that was amazing work by FSD. Oh, we're turning here. Unexpected. I kind of like that though. I would have went all the way up front and then moved over. But here we are going the back way. Just missing that curb perfectly. And then I'm gonna just take over and park us in over here. I prefer to park away from vehicles if I can, just because I don't trust people around my car. And this lines us up perfectly, so the door is right there, as you guys can't see. Actually, here, I'll show you guys. So the door is right there, so I usually try and line myself up with the door. So yeah, it's easier to walk there, but more importantly, so I can walk out the door and start calling my vehicle. So using Smart Summon to have my vehicle meet me halfway or meet me all the way up there if it's raining out. So trying to make it easy for me to see and manage my car. So I will going to the store, do a little shopping, and then I'll catch you guys later.
So this is what I came for, to grab one of these for my mom for Christmas. It is a nice little air compressor and it charges with USB-C, which would be great for a Tesla because you could just use the USB-C ports in the car to charge this guy up directly without having to worry about having an extra cable, but grabbing this one for my mom for Christmas. Alright, so I'm just gonna call my car now. She's over there. Come to me. Doing a back check. Moving on forward. Waiting for that car. And coming on through. And moving. And pick up. This guy did double check. That was funny. Alright. We are off. So I did want to just get this in there. As I am driving because I had the car pick me up. So I need to. Normally I would just let the car take over there, or whatever, but I need to rearrange the camera because I am using my phone and I had to take it into the store. So I will do that, and then we will be back on to using FSD in just a moment. All right, see you guys. A little behind the scenes of the new rig. Very compact, but we do have a CPL filter and a ND filter. We do have the Lexar hub with the 2TB SSD, the DJI mics, and then everything is actually MagSafe. So this whole doodad is MagSafed onto the phone and then MagSafed onto this mount, which is onto the car. So everything's really easy to take off and install. And then we also have power coming into the Lexar hub. And we also do have just one USB-C into the phone, and then just these mounts. You can find everything on Amazon down below. They are referral links, so we'll get a kickback for you guys to purchase any of these, but it's been working pretty good. We'll see how the video ends up, but this is the new setup here. So hopefully it works out pretty well, and it looks pretty good for you guys. All right, so we are finally all set back up. We're gonna head towards home, and we will have the car hopefully drive us most of the way, if not all the way. It should be a pretty easy drive once we get out of the first quarter of a mile, but actually there's a few things actually, because it also messes up in a different spot, and I usually do have to take over, and normally I wouldn't for a video and just let the car reroute, but we will see how it handles today with those few little things. 60-minute drive. Hopefully I don't have to take over at all, but we'll see. So I'm gonna just put this into drive here and get us going. Oh, and get us going. And usually it won't. Oh, it started pretty quick. But usually it takes a little bit, and I'll hit the accelerator to go there, but did not have to do that today. And we are coming in. Oh, we have plenty of room over there, so car knows better than I do, which is always good to see. We do have a really interesting intersection, or it's not even an intersection, it's just getting onto the main road here. And also the navigation was kind of messed up last time, and it cut through a destination right over here. So we'll see how that handles, but this will be interesting. It looks like it's going to cut through there again. I don't know, maybe that is a road, but it looks like it's just a parking lot. So here's the first maneuver. There is no vehicles coming. We do have to stop because it does tell us to stop. Should really be a yield here. Car is good to move through, so looks like it is going to move through. Even for those though, I will not hit the accelerator. But okay, so we're going through this destination again to bypass that light. So I can't really say I'm too upset about it, but I don't know if this is a road. I really don't, so I don't know if it's legal or not. I probably would have not done that. That was a really good maneuver right there. Perfect timing. Just went. I would have went to the light
but maybe that is a road, and maybe that's why it's okay, and the car's just smarter than I am. So cool. All right, I will see you when something interesting happens, because I'm sure something will probably happen interesting.
Where do you get your audio? Well, I get my audio from Audio, and currently they're doing a 70% off for your first year. So I definitely recommend checking out the link down below, and then I'll get a small kickback for that. Do you have to touch the steering wheel while FSD is active? The answer is no. With the previous update, we're allowed to do hands-free as long as we are paying attention to the road. So no longer having to touch the wheel every minute or two, or I think it was like every 15 seconds back then. Now we are hands-free and just need to pay attention to the road. Otherwise, we will get yelled at, and we'll have to put our hands on the wheel or look back at the road. What's the simplest way to set the speed for the car to drive at? There isn't really a great way to have a certain speed that the car drives at, like version 11, but if you change your max speed to the speed that you don't want to go over, the car will not go over that speed and will probably be pretty close to that max speed as long as it's within 5 or 10 miles of the actual speed limit. Otherwise, you can hit the accelerator to make it go a little bit faster and get up to that max speed. But once you get to the max speed, the car should stay kind of close to that max speed. Does the Tesla interior look painfully cheap? In my opinion, no, but you guys leave a comment down below on what you guys think. How did you get this update? I connect my car to Wi-Fi at least once a day, so that does help with getting the updates, I'm sure. But the updates will only download on Wi-Fi, so you will have to have Wi-Fi at some point. Sometimes the update will come over cellular and then you request to get Wi-Fi, but I would try and connect to Wi-Fi as much as possible. Do we follow the speed limit in the US? Yes, you're supposed to, but the police are very lenient for going 10 over, I would say, but that also varies state by state and county by county. So yes, stay the speed limit, but a lot of people out here are going about 10 over. Some people are going a lot more over, but yes. I also want to give a huge shout out to everyone that gave feedback in the comments below. I really do appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Yeah, I gotta keep dreaming, gotta keep going, yeah, I gotta keep pushing, gotta keep breathing, yeah, I gotta keep working.
All right, so here's our last intersection before we call it to a close, where cross traffic does not stop and low visibility, because we do have a hill with a turn that's right up there. So it is kind of hard to get through here. This side's a little bit better than the other side, but we are clear, and wow, FSD handles that perfectly. So we're gonna wrap it to a close here. We're just going to tops, which was just put in there to get us somewhat towards our right destination. But yeah, as you can see, FSD does most of the driving for me. I really don't have to take over or do anything. There's a few interventions that I have to do here and there, but like I'm still not really doing much. I'm just pushing the accelerator or maybe hitting the blinker here and there. But I mean, you even saw the car come to me with Spark Summon, picking me up. So meeting me halfway where I wasn't even in the vehicle. I was holding a button on my phone. So there is some intervention still that has to be done. I'm going to stop this and continue on. But thanks guys for watching. I hope you have a good one. And
When the road
see you next
just
time.
keeps going for miles, we're gonna get.
All right, so today we're going to do a day in the life with FSD. We are going to go.
We're gonna get.
All right, so today I just want to take you guys on a trip for. So today I just want to show you guys how I normally drive with FSD. I got a few errands to run. We're currently at Tim Hortons. It already messed up.
Take my hand, together we'll make it, together we can, to the end, together we'll make it, so come take my hand.